In this, we'll discuss the rules formation and rules setup. So for this, what I'm doing is I am finding or I am showing you some useful online resources so that you can also browse in the same way. Anyhow, I will place this in Google Classroom. You can access it. Uh, but these are the tools. These are the materials that you can find on online. There are so many materials you can find. You can find so many materials, but I am presenting only a few materials which you can easily read it and understand. So first one is a snort tutorial. In this, how to sniff the packets. The best thing is you are supposed to use the snort -v -i eth0. -v is especially used for the sniffer. You can use the snort in the packet sniffer mode, and from which interface you want to sniff the packets. That is eth0. That means if your computer is configured with multiple NIC cards, then with which NIC card you are supposed to sniff the packets. That is what the idea of -i and giving the eth0. This is with respect to the Unix. In case of Linux operating system, in case of Windows operating system, you can directly mention snort-v. Automatically, it will try to look at for the default network interface card enabled, and it will pick the or it will sniff the packets on that network interface card. Just like here, if you look at snort-v, so by default, it is going to check the network traffic from device that is the default network interface card attached to it. So this is the way you can use this. So the output contains a lot of information that you may find. So here what is happening is some other computer in the same network, they are trying to ping the computer which where the snort is running. So the output will be like this. So if you might have not configured this snort properly, then you will not get the output like this. You will get the output like, for example, so here you are not getting any output here. First of all, you need to ping it from Kali Linux. So let will see ping option from the Kali Linux so that we can see the log ping 192.168.1.4. So here you are getting that no preprocessor configured for policy 0. This is the error you are getting, right? So there is no preprocessor configured for policy 0. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this is the meaning of this is the preprocessor was not configured. So you are supposed to configure the preprocessor for this snort so that next time you will not get the error like this. So in this tutorial, I think the author might have written the processor the configuration scripts, so he is not getting that error. So how to configure the configuration script? In Windows, the configuration script will be available in the root folder of the snort and in the etc subfolder. Like for example, but in case of Linux operating system, it will be automatically configured. So we don't need to configure again and again. What we'll do is let we'll operate from Linux, not -v -i. Let will see what which config eth1 not -v -i 1. So this is what in tutorial it is about to say. So what we do is let will ping the Kali Linux. Okay, this is the problem. path. So here also configuration policy is 0. So here also it was not configured properly, I hope. So what can we do is not hyphen v hyphen c slash etc slash not. So where this file is available. Okay. So the pre-processing was successful here in case of the Ubuntu operating system, because the configuration script was written with respect to the that is in line with the Linux operating system. So without any trouble, the configuration was completed. Now you look at here the proper way of coming. Previously we have got the error as 0 like that. So now we are getting in a proper order that the date and time at which we are going to access this, and with milliseconds we are getting here. So from the XP operating system, that is 192.168.1.1.4 to 33. So here the type is 8. 8 is nothing but echo request. Okay. 0 means echo reply, and sequence numbers we are getting. So we are getting the output as it is, like how we are getting the output here. That means what you are supposed to do is for pre-processing you are supposed to do this, and for pre-processing and sensing, okay, processing and sniffing over the Ethernet. So the same thing you are supposed to do here. Same we are supposed to use here with the -i, which is interface ETH1. Currently we are doing with the ETH1. In your computer, if you are using ETH0, then it is ETH0. Okay. Like that you are supposed to configure. Now whenever you press Control C, you will get the packet information, total how many packets received and how many packets dropped, and this kind of information you will get. So here the received packets are 229 and analyzed packets are 228, and outstanding packet is 1, and its details are listed over here. Now what we do is we'll go for without this, just only snap it. So now we are getting the no preprocessor configure for policy 0. So if you want to mention preprocessing, and that is if you want to attach a preprocessor and want to scan, then you are supposed to use the commands not -v-c and this not conf and the Ethernet. So this is the way you are supposed to scan the. So this is the way you are supposed to sniff the packets without getting any errors, and accurately you are going to detect it. So this is the way how we can avoid the error of this preprocessor. So we cannot make it in Windows because in Windows, basically the configuration script of Snort is written in Linux operating for the Linux operating system. So we need to change every setting in the Windows operating system so that it will be enabled. Now next we'll move on to the things like application layer data analysis. How can we apply? So how can we analyze the data of the application layer? Here, in order to analyze the application layer data, we are supposed to use the switch called -d. Previously, simply -v we have used. -I is for the Ethernet 0 or which Ethernet interface with which you are supposed to sniff was mentioned here. But here -d is nothing but data. And if you want to get the Ethernet information, then -e. So D is nothing but data, and -e is nothing but -. So what we can do is -e, that is for Ethernet data, -d is for the user data. Now, so this is the thing we are going to search for. Now you look at here, this you are getting the user data and also Ethernet data. Here there is no user data I am using. I am browsing or something. Usually user data is the application layer data. That means you are supposed to browse something from the internet, then only application data will be enabled. But we have also checked for the Ethernet data. The Ethernet frames, the content in the Ethernet frames will be shown here. The content in the Ethernet frame. Okay, this is the content in the Ethernet frame. This is a ASCII form. You will see here, and the similar type of ASCII form you will also see. You will also find it in the Wireshark traces. So when you click on the data frames, then you will get the details like this. Okay. So this is the way you can snip the packet with the help of options such as -v, -v, and -d for the application data, -e for the Ethernet data. So instead of writing -d, -v, -e, so we can merge it in one place, or we can use directly in one switch. Not -dev, -i, eth0, which will give you the same sniffing options or sniffing pattern like the -d, -v, -e individually. And if you want to go for ARP, then -a should also be used. Still it is not taking. E is running. Okay. So Ethernet is running, ARP is not working here. So not -h, not you can also go for man's not, which is you will get the manual of this not. I think this -a option is not working actually. Most of what we initially see is IP packets, but we can add -a to command to see ARP packets too. Next is logging, and to logging you can go for this snort -dev, -i, eth0, and you can mention where you are supposed to log this, and identifying your network. That means logging the files or logging the traces which are intended for your home network. That also you can do like this. So one thing you are supposed to remember is snort -dev, -i, eth0, -l is the log folder, and host. The host is your host. Okay? That is the system where this snort was installed. Any traffic which is intended to that host will be recorded. And using of the rules, you can write your own rule that you can place. You can find it in the rules section. So cd slash etc slash not. Anyhow, we have opened here cd rules. So here local rules will be there. Local dot rules, where you can mention your rules. That is local rules. Where are other are where other are the community rules and other specific rules, protocol specific rules like NetBIOS, DNS, DOS attack rules, and all. The local dot rules is the rules that you can set on your own. That means your custom rules can be set in the local rules. So mousepad local dot rules. So here you can place any rule like this. Alert any to any. That is any IP address to any port number, from any IP address to any port number. So any to any. That is any traffic which is coming from the any external IP address from any port number to any IP address, that is internal network, to any port number. You can mention that. So here alert. So what is the protocol type? Either it is TCP or IP or ICMP. So let us say ICMP. So alert ICMP, which is coming from other external networks to the internal network. Message to be displayed is ICMP packet found. So here this is said to be the first one is said to be the message header or rule header, and here it is said to be the rule options. So this is the rule header and the rule options. So in rule options there are so many other parameters that you can use along with MSG. You may use the URI, you may use the content type, as we have seen in the last lecture. So instead of alert, you may also say drop, you may also place reject, this kind of things you can mention. Now we can save it. That will go to the command prompt here. The rules you can use like this, -c, the rules, rule file. So some of the things we need to remember before going for snort. So by default, we need to remember these things. Whenever you install the snort using apt install, the root directory will be /etc/snort. Log directory will be /var/log/snort. The rules directory will be /etc/snort/rules. These are the default directories for this snort. So we'll open parallelly those directories. /etc/snort. So here you will find rules and snort.conf, this related information. And let will open some other log files related thing. var/log/snort. So here you will find alert, snort.alert, snort.alert.fast, snort.log. Like that you will find the log files. So that means whatever the error or whatever the intrusions are there, that will be recorded in the log. On the console, the traffic will be shown, and if you divert the or if you include the logs, the intrusions will be recorded in the logs. So we need to keep track of this folder and also this folder. In this rules folder, you will find so many rules, including community rules, what you call general intrusion rules. Along with that one, you will also find local rules, local dot rules. In this local dot rules, we are supposed to write the rules. These are the custom made, or we can say user rules, and we save. We can write any number of rules we want. That means whenever a user wants to write a rule, that rule number must be greater than 1 lakh, 10 lakh 1. That means should be greater than 1 million. So like that, you can write any number of rules like here. What is the problem with the Windows we identified? There is no problem actually. There is a problem with the rules that we are supposed to place. Only thing is we need to test those rules. At the same time, we want to write our own rule and we want to test. Here a simple rule was placed. Now from Windows, I will try to ping the Kali Linux operating system. Ping -t 19.168.1.33. So continuously we are going to ping. So we'll take the help of this local rule and we'll see the logging opportunity also. Not -v for the sniffing, -i is on Ethernet 1 because this Kali Linux connected with the two LAN cards. One is ETH0 and another is ETH1. -l is for the log, where the log is available /var/log/not. And what are other things we can check is we need to give the configuration. The configuration is available in /etc/not/not.conf. So here we are getting the reply and all. Now what we'll do is that we'll close this. So under the logs, we'll see alerts, nothing was there, and 1.5 kb was created here. Snort.alert.fast. Let we'll see in this snort.alert.fast. Well, here we got TCP packet found. That means the rule was not modified. That we'll see here ICMP. So here we have written TCP packet found. That will say ICMP packet found, and we'll write run again so that we'll get clarity. That will delete this log. Now run the same command. Now it is receiving the echo request and echo reply. Now let will stop this. We know that previously I have cleared that snort.alert.fast. So some data is available in this. So here ICMP packet found, the priority we have not mentioned, ICMP, and the rule that we have placed is 10 lakh 1, and the message that we are going to print is ICMP packet found. Since we are receiving the ICMP request from the Windows XP operating system, which is on 19.168.1.4, and we are receiving to the Kali Linux operating system. So this is the where the things were recorded, and it will be placed in the log.